Hello everyone, welcome back to my Let's Play of Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning, Part 24. It has been a hot minute since I have played this game. It's been so long. I've gotten married, I have kids now. No, I'm just kidding. It's been a while since I played this game. It's quite a bit. It's been a little over a month. Mainly because I've been doing my PlayStation Now series. And I'm back on that game, that awful, horrible, dreadful game, Dead by Daylight. Why, do you ask? Well, I always did have an addiction for it, but nobody wants to play games that I want to play. So, like, that's a game that I can easily find somebody to play it with. But, anyway, but that's only been going on for the past, like, 3 days. So, no biggie. Okay. 4 days, sorry. But anyway. Let's, get the hang of things here. Oh my god, it's been so long. Okay, my inventory limit, right? Send the sky crown. Okay. Okay. Hey, Mama Pizza. So let's see. I know there's, like, still 2 places I have yet to go to, but I think it's because they're on the other side, if I remember correctly. So let's see. Trying to think. So there's the Scolia people, but I can't remember if I did all of them or not. I want to say I did. Oh my god, it's just been so long. I should have probably done my due diligence before I started my stream. I was just gonna win it off of whatever I can of missions that I have. Yeah. Well, I haven't played this in a while because of PS Now, but now I'm back on it. Man. Feels weird, man. Oh my god. Alright, well, I guess I can go for this. But where am I going for this? Okay, what is that? Meet on the top of a mountain known as Sky Crown. Where's that? Is that here? Sky Crown? Oh, here we go. Right here. Alright, cool. fast traveling. Oh my Lanta. I'm here trying to figure out where... Oh man, I know there's like one faction I know at least I haven't done. It's not the summer place, it's the winter. But I feel like there's another group. I done the thieves like guild. I know I done the summer one. And I think I done the Scolia or whatever it's called. Oh crap. Ow. Oh, you missed. Boy. Nope. Oh, didn't dodge that time. That should have been a dodge. You really were a pain in my... Alright. Okay, I have to hold X to run. Oh, oh my god. I can't believe I just got a brain fart for your name. Hey, Lisa. Oh my lord. I just, so much stuff going through my head right now. I'm just trying to piece together everything that I've done in this game. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, it's Joe. The only reason why I say Joe, or the only reason why I said Lisa is because I always, because it's your sister that streams under your name. Ah, my god, my head, seriously. I just, anyway. How are you, Joe? How was your weekend? Oh my god, seriously. Oh my lord. Honest to God. I just... I'm okay. Did Lisa tell you what I told her earlier? What I should say is, how's Lisa been talking to you about what me and Lisa been talking about? Twitch just kicked you out. Good job, Twitch. Good job. Oh, Lisa hasn't said anything? Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll talk about it later. It's nothing like big or anything, but it just made me want to have a stiff drink earlier, and I'm just like, But, yeah. Have you ever had pineapple jam before there, Joe? I tried a brand of it, we have a brand here in Canada, and it could be down in the States as well. It's called Smuckers. And I just tried it today for the first time. I love pineapple. I love the taste. I love eating it like solo from fruit trays, or from cups, or on pizza. But for some, fight with me. I'll teach you to look at me. Hey, you too. Oh my dear lord. Okay. Hold on. Gotta beat this person senseless. I said beat this person senseless. Has it always been this close? The camera? I feel like I zoomed it or something. I don't know. It feels weird. It's been so long since I played this. Good grief. Before I get into the lore. Oh my god, that sounds like the worst thing ever. That sounds like the worst thing ever? I don't really like jam though. So perhaps I'm the strange one? Ah, pass the beer back. Gotta oh yeah, huh? Gotta beat this person senseless, yeah. Well, let me put it to you this way. Like, this isn't like, okay, it's pineapple jam, but when you actually like get it out of the jar with a knife, it's more of like a gel. It's very, like, not jelly, it's more gel substance. It's almost like it's thick enough that you could use it for, like, hair cream. Well, that's how I look at it, but my mother says that it reminds her of how, like, you know, fish eggs look. Except it's not fish eggs. I don't know. I just... I'd like a serum. I wish. But it has no taste. There's no taste to it. I'm just like... There's no taste to this pineapple jam. None. There is no taste to it. That's the first time I've ever eaten a condiment. Or a spread. Yeah, where's... Yeah, 404 pineapple not found. So I can't taste it. There's no taste to it. When I put it on the bread, I didn't have it toasted, but when I put it on the bread, I couldn't taste the pineapple. So I took my finger, and I scooped up some of it with my, off the bread with my finger, and I put it in my mouth. No taste. None. I'm like, this literally has no taste. Either this thing has taste and I'm just tasteless and I can't taste anything, or this has no taste. And I could taste the bread. No problem. So it's not me, it's the product. It's weird. Anyway, lore time.
The summer fae suffered the winter's onslaught. They collided amidst lightning and fire. A god storm gathered up the land in its embrace, crushing it. Do you remember the steady rain? The hail of bodies, both wintry and warm? It was a sword carving the plains with death.
Okay. So, where am I going now? Google map. Apparently I'm going down this way. Oh, I gotta go down. Oh yeah. That's not to run, you idiot. Oh my lord. Just... Ow. Ow. How dare you. Anyway, so, did you do much over the weekend there, Joe? Haha, got you. Can I crouch? It's A1. No, it's not A1. R1? Yeah. Alright. Couldn't remember what button it was. Hello. Look at that. First try. Booyah. Add that to junk. Take all. Alright, let's see. They forgot to put the taste in. Yeah, exactly. Bad batch. I don't know. Every time I go to the supermarket or the grocery stores, I always take a look to see if I can find, you know, to see if I can find pineapple jam, like if they ever will carry it or something. I looked to 3 different grocery stores, but I always look just to see if maybe, like, it's a seasonal thing or whatever. Couldn't find anything. This game really reminds me of Senua. I think that's what it's called. Hellblade. Oh. Susuna's Sacrifice or something like that? Isn't that what that's called? Yeah, I never played that game. Sadly, Microsoft owns the rights to it now, so I have no interest in that game. Because they even said the second game in that series is going to be an Xbox exclusive only. So I'm like, oh. Okay. Hey, Gissa. It's trippy. Yeah, I heard it is. Just looking for somewhere to move. Oh, yeah, right. So, how did that showing go? Because I remember you said that you had a place to go and see. Mama Pizza? Still can't find, I can't find apple butter. I found maple butter, but still haven't found apple butter. Apparently, I looked up apple butter, and your daughter did too, but she said she can't find anything on it. Maybe that it can't, like, come into, like, Canada, or, you know, maybe they're not allowing it up there. And I'm like, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, because why wouldn't they? And then when I looked, there is, it says I can buy it online, and it says I can find it in stores, but it doesn't say what stores. And the brand name is Galloping Cows, and I'm like, Galloping Cows? And I'm like, I like the name, but I've never heard of it before. And I was at the grocery store 2 places this weekend, and I didn't see any type of apple butter. So, it is what it is. It was okay, not the most ideal. Okay. Joe, are you the only one home right now by chance? So, I wanted to ask something, but I said, are you the only, like, one home right now? Like, is it just you at home? I wanted to ask something personal. No? Okay. Alright. Yeah. Just not personal, but, like, I just didn't want, you know, other people hearing my question. So, yeah, never mind. Alright, let's continue. Yeah, that's funny on stream. Yeah, I know. Oh, psych! No, I'm just kidding. I'm going in there. Ay. Anyway, there's some stuff I wouldn't mind saying on stream about my one part of my weekend, especially stuff that happened last night. But just in case a certain person is watching, I don't want to say stuff out loud. So yeah, that kind of thing. But let me just put it to you this way, Joe. I'm gonna be a bell-end to somebody there, you know, quite soon. And, oh, that was close. And I don't mean in the terms of endearment, like in the cutesy way, that, Emma calls me. Say shit's gonna go down, but last night I was kind of like put in a place where I'm just like, I feel like, you know, kind of like I was low-keyed annoyed. Like, I was being told stuff, like, to better improve myself, like, well, not, you know, not personally, but in certain ways, but, like, it low-key felt like saying that, like, you know, like, you know, what I was doing was just, like, you know, not even worth it, like, it's hard to say without, you know, going into things. It's like, it's not really that big of a deal, but just in case the person's like watching my stream, I don't want to say much of anything, but it really, like, I was ticked off last night, and just before leaving things last night with that person, I was just like, you know what, fine, like, you want to do this? Let's do this. You know, in a sense, because the more that I thought about it afterwards, I'm just gonna be a bell end to that person, in a way that I'm taking the piss, basically. Actually, Joe, you did answer my question without me actually asking it that way. Because I was going to mention something specific to kind of, you know, put it that way in those terms. But yes, I understand. Like, yes, that's basically what I was going to basically go ask you. But yeah, anyway. Is it someone you know? No. No, it isn't. But I'm gonna do it to take the piss, and I can't wait to do it. I don't think the person will want to, you know, have anything to do with me afterwards, but if they do, then so be it. But yeah. No, seriously, like, I can't wait. Shh. Okay. you're still at the, the groceries, right? You're still working at that same place? Please go down. For the love of God. Ow. Not cool. That's not nice, sir. That's not nice. Ow. Oh, that's it. That's it. Wait till I get up. Oh, that didn't block like I planned. Oof. Hey, I got a level up from that. That's basically my version of, you know what. Anyway. Anyway. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. How long ago was that there, how long ago was that, Joe? Oh, yes. Fingers crossed for you. Definitely. Well, shit. This is the first I'm hearing of it. But then again, you don't normally tell me stuff unless I ask. I guess I can... I don't know. Do I want to put in lockpicking? I kind of want to put up mercantile. Blacksmithing seems kind of... I don't know. What was I doing? I know it wasn't dispelling. Lockpicking, I don't really have that much of an issue with. Sagecraft. That's either neither here or there. I should probably do this, but my repair kits repair everything, I'm pretty sure. Salvage repair equipment. Start a party? You talking PlayStation party? Or are you talking about an actual party? Like, let's throw on music and dance, you know, kind of birthday party? Oh, voice chat, okay. Alright. Joe, yeah, I'll be there at some point, because my stream isn't going to be too long. But yes, I will be in tonight, though. Joe, before you leave, while you're at home and stuff like that and whatever, if you ever want to sit down and play a game, you know, anything, let me know. Even if it's me and you playing DVD, but you know, just let me know, because like seriously, I don't know. I'm just don't really want to get into it right now. Like I said, I'll tell you later. It was the thing I had to. It was the thing I was talking about earlier. Dark Cloud. No, get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Thank you. It's funny. All right. Take care, Joe. So, hello, Delilah, and hope, you know, enjoy her party. Her voice chat on there. Alright. See you, Joe. He's not allowed to play that again. Yeah. I actually angered Kissa to the point that she doesn't want me playing Dark Cloud ever again. I didn't think it was possible, but I felt like it made an achievement in history. She likes Dark Cloud so much that she hates me playing it. What do you mean you can't blame her? Mama Pizza, whose back do you have, me or hers? Alright. I'm gonna go with Mercantile. 31, 37, 37? Alright. We're gonna go with Finesse. Alright. 3 out of 5, huh? Upgrade. I think everything else is at top-notch level. Okay. Daggers. Okay, that's Fade Blades. I don't know. Oh yeah, I need a Frost Trap, don't I? What's this? I mean, I guess I could put this up. I guess. I don't know. You know, let's look at the sorcery right quick. Well, my finesse actually is 33. Oh yeah, that's because I put up 3 into it. Duh, 34, so it's even more. Yeah, I need to put one more up in this. Heck it. I'm gonna go with the longbow. Yeah. So the next one I think is 37-37. So we're good. He got me so frustrated I was growling. LOL. Kissa, kissa, kissa. Let me put it to you this way. Yeah. Would you like to explain to her how I was getting you growling? How I was getting you angry? How I was getting you frustrated? Better luck next time. Whoop! Missed again. Missed. sides broke. That's great. Good enough. Ow. Psych. I like how, like, everything got quiet. It felt like a stealth moment, so that's why I was like... well, I know that it wasn't a stealth moment, but I just thought it would be funny if I did that. Alright, let's see. That would be to grr. Again, you explain. Okay, so... Kissa was getting frustrated that I wasn't setting up the village the way I was supposed to make it 100%. Because you know how, like, the characters are like, oh, I like to be facing this way. I want my window to face the sun. I want my house to be by a big old windmill. I like my house to be next to this person because I don't care for these people. My house, I want it to be here. I want my house to be next to a lake. And me, I'm just like, I don't got time for this. You know, love thy neighbor. Get along with your neighbors, no matter who they are. You're a small village, you should be all getting along. Or town, whatever. Like, I ain't got time for this. Kissa, well, she didn't like that. Because it's just like, you can't tell them that. And I'm like, well, I just did. She's like, that's not how this works. And I'm like, well, that's how the 100% is for me. Even though it's not 100%, it's 100% in my eyes. And she's like, Then I would go into dungeons and I would forget to bring water with me. And I'm thirsty. And she's like, I told you to go and get water. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. And I'm like, whoops. She's like, At this point, if Kissa was a cartoon, she would have steam coming out of her ears with kettle sounds. Or a train whistle sound of a... and her, like, face is, like, beet red. That's how Kissa would be at that precise moment. She'd be like... she was just like, I can't watch this. I can't. And I'm like, why? What's wrong? She's like, you're not paying attention to what's going on. And I'm like, well, I forgot about the water, but I got the repair powder. She goes, yeah, you got the repair powder, but you don't even repair your items. And she goes, you even let one of your weapons break. And I'm like, yeah, but I like to use it when it gets down to like 2 or 3 left out of like the max. So if the max is like, say, 40, and I used it to like to its usage to be down to like 2 or 3, then that's when I would go and fix it. Because that way I'm letting it, like, you know, I'm getting dangerously close, and then that's when I go to tend to change it. Instead of like doing it like, you know, when there's like 15 left or 10. And I'm trying to judge it the best I can to how far it will go down. You know, when I'm using this stuff and all that. He doesn't upgrade his weapons either. I feel like you're talking to Kissa in like a whisper because you're bringing up other things that she complains about, and then she goes, "And you don't even upgrade your weapons." Tell her about upgrading that was grr too. Yeah, she growled at me because I wasn't upgrading my weapons, and I'm like, well, I don't want to upgrade my weapon and be like, well, this is for nothing. And she's like, but it's not for nothing. You have to upgrade your weapons to take care of these people. This is why you're still here at this point of the game. Ah. And I'm like, Kissa, I have a feeling you have a problem. And she's like, you think? Yeah. I drove that poor girl mad. Yeah, but my reasoning for not upgrading is because it says that you're only able to upgrade weapons so far. Like, it said something like that, so that's why I didn't want to upgrade them, because I wanted to be sure, like, absolutely sure on, like, how I handled things. Like, how I upgraded them. And I didn't want to do it until, like, the end, and I just didn't want to put things into weapons willy-nilly. Because I didn't know if things would be lost in translation of, you know, said upgrades. And then Kissa was just like, no, like, everything carries over. And I'm like, oh, okay. And she's just like, oh my god. Wasn't like Dark Cloud 2. Yeah. So I was just like, okay, Kissa, okay. Then I turned it off because she was starting to scare me, because she never gets mad at me. Kissa's like, I always look at Kissa as a nice, gentle, like, lady. But Kissa was legitimately getting pissed off. That's how pissed off she was at me, and I'm like, oh. I don't know how I could butcher a bad game. Like, bad game, mediocre at best. Your sister would be like, I don't know how you could butcher a stupid game, but that's your sister's words. I feel like I'm being teamed up on. That's it. Kissa's sister, I'm gonna need assistance. We need a fair fight, two on two. But yeah. Got it. Robes of the Dark Empyrean. Okay, I'll take it. Whoop. Missed. Just a bad player. Oof. Oof. But see, the thing is there's some stuff that I end up forgetting. Like, I keep forgetting to bring, like, you know, to get water. I keep forgetting about the thirst meter. And you have to refill it every time, like, even if it gets low, like, before going into, you know. You mother. How did I miss that? Whoa! That was close. You. Enough with that jumping. Whoop. Got ya. Junk, good. Oh, are you serious at the last second? I guess. Probably have better items than that, but... like that and then walk. Ow. Miss me! That hit. Get the comments here in a moment. I like how he comes running out like that. go around again. Alright. I'd like to think I play them well, but then again, I do play on the easiest mode. I just want to play the game and enjoy and, you know, get a, you know, have fun. I mean, sometimes I'll go for a challenge and play it on a harder difficulty, but I gotta be really in the mood for that. I just want to turn my brain off and just go through a game and you know, whatever. Oops. Nope. No. Got it. No. No. All. Add all of that crap. Alright, here we go.
Knock Fintril, the Fae call it. Sky-crowned mountain. Beautiful, isn't it?
Yes.
Like stars across the night sky, the varied elements of magic arrange themselves throughout our world in different patterns. This place is a convergence of one such pattern, a focus of the energies of air and light. Exactly so. This place is to lightning what Aard is to fire, or Sadeas is to ice. Your power has grown so much in so short a time. It is astonishing, really. I am proud to have guided you this far.
What are you doing here?
At first, I thought I could contain her, that I could keep her at bay. But I was vain. Her power is vast, and she is tireless. Ever since your initiation trial, she has been worming deeper into my mind. She made me wait until you arrived. I cannot fight her any longer, so I must try to end it here. Now run. Run!
Whoa, did you see that thing he just did with his head? Ooh. Oh, I can't fast travel from there? Ah, crap. Alright, fine. I'll take the long way, I guess. So anyway, yeah, I was just like, yeah, I don't know if I really want to play, Dark Cloud when she's angry, and she's like, well, stop playing that way. So I gave her the controls, and I'm like, here, you set things up for me, and I go do dungeons. And she's like, alright. And that's how it came down in the end. I asked her if she wanted me to buy the game, she's like, please don't. And I'm like, yikes. That bad, huh? She's like, yes. I'm like, okay. Man, it got quiet. The gain up on Pestathon over Dark Cloud ended fine. I see. Everyone got quiet. Alright. Anyway, Mama Pizza, not sure if you're still here, but the last night or the last day of playing PS Now, played 7 games, and I played till like 6 o'clock in the morning, almost 6 o'clock in the morning my time. Yeah, I was beat tired. I was just like, I gotta go to bed. There was one game that I had downloaded on my PlayStation that I wanted to show off and never got a chance to. But the reason why I never chose that game to put on and play, even though I had it installed, it's because it's going to be one of the games that we're getting on PS Plus next month. Or, I should say this month. So it works out in the end. Hey, little cretins. Like, what's on her name? Oh god, it's one of those things. Body flew all the way down there from up here. Kind of find that hard to believe. It's just fast travel here. And I can just easily walk down there. Yeah. Am I going to try Beyond Good and Evil? I honestly can't really say that I probably will, because I'd seen a little bit of how that game is played, and I'm kind of like, eh. And then people are like, yeah, but the game's good, like, give it a chance. And I'm like, oh no. And they're like, just try it at least once, and if you can't get into it, you can't get into it, but don't rely on, like, a video you've seen. But I would have to play it on my PS3.
The Lord of Tides, the thrice-crowned king, the banded prince of Melaglir. He forged from blood a sword of sin to cut and rend and sear. From hardened hearts his people wept, tears to flood from stone unbroken, the long-forgotten truth unspoken.
Okay, whatever you say. Let's go, bear. This way. Or maybe not this way? Maybe I do gotta go this way. I don't even know anymore. The blood squirting from its neck. Yikes.
You killed the deer. How dare you?
Get it? How dare you? Alright. I'll just shut down. Still not dead? What the f...
This mage was clever. It took a great effort to break his mind. And at the last moment, he sought to deny my victory. Unfortunately for you, he failed. Are you beginning to see the pattern, child? From flame and frost and storm, I take my form. Who am I? How could you possibly understand the music that I move to? Does the hurricane explain to the reed why it roars? I am the hurricane, and you are nothing more than a reed, stubborn, unbent, and soon broken.
Go.
I have eaten the fruit of Irminsul, the Tree King, and sown blood into the fields of Aesir Danon. I have sucked marrow from the bones of Irathi, and listened to the laments of dying stars. I am the Empyrean, the dark-hearted, the Lady of Sorrow and Dust. I will not bow to your will. Now die!
Yep. But if I did try Beyond Good and Evil, I can't stream that. It would be something I have to play off stream. So I don't have tools to stream PlayStation 3. Yeah. I know where I need to go now.
Is there any students of magic, masters of spells? Mages worth their salt, buy from Leogriffs.
Hey, look! My first time back from your shop, over a month, and your triangle works. Like first try. Thank you for not giving me such a hard time.
Go forth, live boldly, then return to me.
Yeah. The PS3 has like a DRM into it that it's hard to stream, so you have to use like certain like you have to use a capture card and through the computer. And I'm not willing to do all that. That's just too much work. That's just crazy. That, and it costs us quite a bit to get an Elgato. And you gotta do workarounds and all that stuff. It's a pain.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. I know somebody who was trying to stream PlayStation 3 within the past like 2 weeks. And I'm like, yikes. Like, they got it up and working, but it just... It was like... There was like slowness on their end. So they had to like set it up like a different way to see if it run better and stuff like that. Yeah, just too many wires, too many parts, too much crap going on in order for me to do. And a lot of people put down streaming on PS4 because they're like, oh, it's bad quality, you don't get 1080p, and you don't get 60 frames per second. And I'm like, yeah, let me put it to you this way. I can live without the 60 frames per second. I can live without the stream overlay that a lot of people use. I can use it without all the alerts and all this stuff. And people are like, yeah, but that's what a professional streamer is. And I'm like, no, it isn't. It doesn't have to be. People make that the norm, and they say that it's professional. But if that's the case, then everybody's a professional. Not everybody makes professional numbers. The numbers is what backs you up. You can still stream from a PS4 and still be popular and still get the views. But, I mean, streaming from the computer has its perks, but I just don't want to deal with all that. I just don't have the patience. I don't.
Yes? Good, you're back. As much as I'm dying to know what transpired atop Skycrown, that'll just need to wait until the Archsage is through with you. He requested you join him in his quarters, just around the corner down the hall.
This way? Yes, this way.
Greetings.
Intricate glyphs surrounded the body on the floor, seemingly drawn in the dead man's blood by his own hand. One empty space is visible within the complex pattern, located just above the prone man's head. Place your hand on the empty space, leave him alone. Place your hand in the empty space. Okay. Interesting.
Greetings, Adept. At last. I had hoped you'd come sooner. The curse is strong. That you are here at all is a godsend. The creature that has stalked the minds of our savants. Nuala, Kadok, and Ethan. She is here. She has come for me, at last.
What curse?
The possession she used on the savants you encountered. I tried to fend her off. Though I stand before you, the sorceress has begun usurping other parts of my mind. I retained a part of myself and made the glyph that took you here.
Who is she?
She is the one that has stalked the minds of our greatest mages. But there is a more troubling history than that. Once I have been freed, there will be plenty of time to discuss her true nature.
How can we stop
I
her?
am not the Archsage without cause. I had prepared myself for this manner of attack. It is how I can speak with you now. She is assuming control of my uncontrolled thoughts. I cannot venture out of this sanctum, lest I fall to her. You must thwart her plans. Take this, the true history of our order. It is the only help I can give you now. There is more to our history than books and scrolls, but we must solve. I have been following what has happened to the savants that conducted your initiation. Those poor souls. If this dark sorceress is done with them, she must have learned all she could. She must be near her goal. As the Archsage, I've trained myself to withstand attacks to my mind. Her previous attempts were weak, not as immediate as this. She does not target my conscious self now. She instead moves to conquer my repressed flaws, my misguided thoughts, and she will exploit them in time. The sorceress has taken over some parts of my mind. They will be strong, magnified aspects of myself. Be wary.
Okay. Just gonna open my window here for a moment, folks. Just give me a quick moment. Come back. I had to open my window, it's too warm.
Time is of the essence, adept.
Stop that. Don't want to talk to you, I want to continue forth. Oh, cursed. Well, snow. Damn. 227? That's crazy. Okay. Resistance. Oh yeah, right. It has come, what Ephraim has warned me of, the fear that has plagued the mind of every archsage of our order has come to pass. She has awoken, she has found a way from her cell. I thought when such a time came it would prove to be a more marked event that we would notice as the harbinger of her freedom, and though I had reports of an initiate whose trial killed some savants and drove others to madness, she did not appear immediately. And that was her greatest triumph. For all that we knew of her, we expected her appearance to be marked by cataclysm and chaos. The raging storm has no need of subtlety and subtlety and cleverness, for with a whim its winds can rip flesh from bones and burn all in its path. But she knew we would gird ourselves for such assault, and connived to overwhelm the strongest of our orders from the shadows. And now there are two left, myself and the mind of the initiate who is present at her summoning. Even now I feel my mind beginning to falter. Athean Engar must have fallen, and with him there is but one left whom I could support in earnest to assume the mantle of Archsage. But I cannot falter yet. I will summon the once was initiate here, and with aid wrest control of my mind free from the dark sorceress. To have my mind be walked upon is troubling. There are many things in here I wish no one to face or learn, for they are the things I had to rid myself of long ago, when I assumed leadership of the Scholia Arcana. But if she is to be felled, I must be rid of her. Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. Wanted to see if I could actually junk that or not. Dummy. Yep. Let's go left. Oh good, it's these guys again. Okay. Alright, let's see. Items, here we go. Scroll all the way down, read it. Be right back, okay. Archsage Ephraim has taken me into his confidence once more, though I do not know why. Were I to appraise my skills honestly, I have only a tolerable competency and interest in gamecraft, or gemcraft, that's gamecraft, in gemcraft and alchemy. I found some small enjoyment in the art of creating and dispelling wards. But there is only one application of the craft that I truly find myself attracted to, master of battle magic. At first it was no small shame of mine that, unlike the scholastic brother I trade with for the majority of my life, I did not wish to live my life always in the library. My father, from what little I recall of him, lived part of his life as a warrior, and I suppose that blood was passed down to me. But still, what use would I be as an apprentice of the Archsage of our order? Should that rank not go to a better rounded student of magic? I know little of the Archsage's duties. Indeed, I believe it was my inquiries regarding this ignorance that first brought myself to Archsage Ephraim's attention. But should they not act as a custodian to the whole business of the order, and not merely one part of it? There are many better candidates among my peers, who, upon noticing Archsage Ephraim's increased attention to myself, have made similar claims in less polite terms, to be fostered by one as the Archsage. I do not wish to chain of ink and parchment on myself. As long as magic changes, there will always be battles to be fought with it. He has passed. After but a few weeks upon attaining the level of Savant, I was summoned to be to the chambers of Archsage, deep in the cavern beneath our chapter house, and I found him on the floor, struggling for breath, but otherwise still helped to his senses. He reveals that he was dying, and though Belen had reached out to take Ephraim, he had yet to draw him to death. It was then that he laid everything bare. No truth was omitted. No lie spoken. The true purpose of our order, the true meaning of our values and studies were, after all my life, made plainly understood. And with that he passed, pressing the band of cloth, the ring of the Archsage, into my hand. I was to take the reins. He said, for better or worse, it had to be me. Me. Anyway. What's this? Letter Cara? I don't know, but look.
Persistent, aren't you? From ruins to mountaintops, even in the mind of your pathetic arch-sage, who, despite you standing here, has given up hope. In fact, right now he is trying to tell you it is useless to fight Ciara Sedanis.
How are you manipulating them?
In all the minds I have seen, there have been none that carried such indifference as this arch-sage. Does he care about the wars that wage across his land? No. Does he care for the lives of his subordinates? Not in the slightest. He long ago surrendered to the inevitability of my return.
You are Ciara Sedanis?
Yes. I am the tyrant queen of the Dark Empyrean. The fools of the Scholia Arcana believe I was killed, but the Arch-Sage knows the truth. It is, perhaps, why he has surrendered all hope. He knows I cannot be defeated, only delayed.
Time to die, witch. And you know how this will end.
I do, as does this Arch-Sage. Look at this man. He is a pawn of fate, completely surrendered to it. He has hidden this apathy from the world, but now, let it be seen. The demons of this man's mind are yours to contend with, child.
why, but I feel like I'm passing out. And it's only 3:36. Ow. Shadow Prison. The world I left. I'm gonna sit in front of the fan, folks. It's really warm, and I think that's what's putting me to sleep.
And so my attempts to foster his indifference seem to have met their end. It does not matter. I have accomplished all I would have liked to. My freedom is guaranteed, so I can focus my attentions on you. You are my closest friend, after all. You served your purpose well.
What have you done to his mind?
This body is the incarnation of the Archsage's goals and ideals. For all his aspirations, the man is a slave to his discipline. It is a pity. Had I the time to foster some of these ambitions, he would make a useful pawn, just like you.
What do you mean, my purpose?
Do you not understand, child? It was your initiation that freed me. The magic of the spell could not find your potential, and so it chose the greatest power this world has ever known.
Need the Archsage's mind.
Yes, it is a tawdry thing, after all. But his goals and ideas are too delicious to leave alone. And all around us you can see the parts of himself he sacrificed, just to reach this pathetic level of power. Let us reawaken some of these cast-offs. I think they might enjoy it. You will know my fury!
332. Holy smokes. 227. I thought that was good. No, it's higher, but... some stuff here. Sat in front of the fan there for a little bit, so I'm good for now. Alright, the human's talent. Professor Iowillan, or Yowillan, was sore at me today because my potion was able to cure the Aurochs of Cloverboat, and Vailwin's wasn't. She said I had relied too much on luck to ensure my balances were correct, and that Valen's reagents had wilted in the summer heat. But I know the real reason she's mad is because her prize student isn't as good as the human. The Elfar seem to have wielded magic since always, and the humans have had to make do otherwise. But every day I feel stronger and stronger. The Elfar... No, I'm not the only human that can use magic to this degree, and they know it. They're afraid that they're going to lose the only thing that's kept them lording over us for decades, and Professor Iowillan thinks that I'm the face of the coming change. She's afraid of me. She should be. When I was less than 2 and 5, I burned my family's woodshed to the ground with a thought. Some of her students had to train for years before they could make as much as a cinder, and even though I'm good at it, I'm not going to spend my life studying potion craft and writing tomes. The heat from that fire still warms my hand. It's a comfort, the only one I still have left. Welcome back, Mom Pizza. Mommy isn't crying. The funny men with pointed ears are taking me, and Mommy isn't crying. But she looks like she will. Isn't she sad? Why isn't she being sad? She might be mad at me still for what I did to the woodshed, but it wasn't my fault. I didn't mean to. I just got so scared that when that dog got near me that I threw my hands up, and then there was fire and heat, and the woodshed was on fire, and I didn't know. I didn't want to make it. But the dog caught fire too, and I couldn't stop it. I could only stare and watch everything started to burn around me, and it was to burn around me, and I was so sorry. I was so sorry, but it wasn't enough. Daddy found me and hit me hard, once in the eye and once in the back, and I told him, I said, Daddy, I didn't mean to, and he did it anyways. I was so sorry, and he kept hitting me until I stopped crying, but Mommy just stood there, and she was crying, but it was quiet, and it was to herself, and it was like watching, and it's like watching her, and it's like watching her now, as they're taking me away. They have me by my hand, and they're leading me away, and no one's saying goodbye, no one's saying I'll miss you, no one's saying they love me, no one. I am put in the care of strangers, and I'm going away forever to learn how I made things burn. And I'm sorry, Mommy, and I'm so very sorry. Jeez, that's sad. And if she thought that leaving those flowers pressed in the tome would work, she was right. By the gods, I thought that years of books and tutelage and learning would be enough to prepare me for anything. For the world of troubles and problems that I might eventually have to solve, and they did not. Nothing could have prepared me for her, sitting on a hill and waiting for me as the sun came down. The wind teasing out of the red-brown hair that flowed like wine and water. So long for it had never touched a blade in its life. She laughed and it smelled like apple smell. She smiled and it sounded like birds in spring. I only came to test her aptitude for spellcraft, and in those scant seconds before we spoke to one another, I nearly fell so far into her eyes that I could not hope to escape. How could a force as strong as this exist? Am I just a fool? In a line of fools that spans the centuries? Disarmed though I was, I carried out my duly appointed task. She laughed and told me that she had no desire to lead a life of craft and books and study, to forsake life as it is lived for life as it might be. And looking into her eyes, I could not come to find her at fault. There is a world out there that is different from one that we of the Scolia lead. I walked away from that world some time ago, and only once, when I met her, have I ever had cause to regret that decision. I haven't talked to Dave in a little bit. So no clue. But I think he's, so in other words, I think he's doing okay. Yeah, he's been online playing games, but I just don't talk to him when he's playing the game.
Well done, Adept. I no longer feel the prying of Sardanis on my mind. You have freed me of her. Thank you, Adept. By freeing me of her influence, I can distill for you those thoughts you have liberated. From my ambition, I can impart to you an indomitable resolve. From my indifference, I can craft a fearless impartiality. The choice is yours.
What are the options again?
From my indifference, I can impart to you a sense of fearlessness. Through ambition, you can gain a will to strive for perfection. In many ways, they seem similar, but to you, the effects are disparate.
How can you give this gift?
I am the Archsage, but I am also a human. There were certain flaws of character that I had repressed. Sardanis intensified those flaws until they threatened to overcome me. By destroying them, you freed me of these flaws. I can give you the knowledge of this freedom.
Let's see. I'll choose discipline, because I want to kind of strive for perfection. Imbued with the tempered ambition of our sage, Kildas, you are filled with a hardened resolve and feel capable of achieving any goal. +1 to sorcery abilities and +5% elemental resistance.
Indeed, you have shown enough of it on your own for one lifetime. But we will need all we can muster to face the coming storm. Now, are we able to depart? We have much to do in order to begin.
Send me back.
Good. When we return, speak with me. The sorceress will not be suffered any longer.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Received 7-3.
I am sure you have questions, and I shall do my best to answer them. First, let me say this. No adept in the history of the Scholia Arcana has earned the Savant's Ring more than you. Take it with my gratitude. Now prepare yourself. The time for suffering the predations of our enemy is at an end. It is our turn to strike. Dark times are upon us, Savant. The tragedies recently befallen our most powerful members speaks to a greater conspiracy at work. I should have acted sooner. I should have seen what was coming. I promise you this. I will do what is necessary to keep the Order from being destroyed, whatever the cost. There is little else we can do but summon her. It might seem foolish, but if we do not try here, we will surely fail later. Savant Ingar was a dear friend, and one of the Scholia Arcana's most powerful assets. His loss will be felt by all within the Order.
What is it that you propose?
It is time for you to learn the truth of our Order. The truth of Sierra Sedanus and the fall of the Dark Imperium. Sierra Sedanus was never killed, Savant. She was imprisoned within the very stones of Rithia. Because of you, she has awakened, and though trapped, she has proven formidable. Now to destroy her, we must release her.
Why is it my fault?
When Ethan Ingar cast the ritual for your initiation trial, he created a magic whose purpose was to conjure that which could challenge your potential. None could have anticipated that, to do so, the magic of the ritual would actually find Sedanus, buried deep within her prison. The smallest part of her consciousness was summoned into your trial. Once awakened, she began using the minds of those involved to craft her escape.
Who else knows the truth?
The truth of the Scholia Arcana's founding, its true purpose, is a secret that has been passed down from Archsage to Archsage. We have many savants within our Order, those supremely gifted in the arts of alchemy or sagecrafting or scholarship. But there is a reason that Archsages are chosen according to their mastery of war magic, because one day Sedanus will return, and one must be prepared to face her.
Tell me what to do.
Since her awakening, Sedanus has been reaching out from her prison and possessing mages within our Order. Her goal was the creation of 3 elemental keys: the sun, storm, and frost stones that you hold now. We will use these keys exactly as Sedanus intended. We will free her, and I will kill her.
Okay. Very well, let's do it.
The brilliant Savaladan Bloodgood led the Founders to build the very grounds of the Scholia Arcana into a spell. The glyph that imprisons Sardanus. Let the magic guide you. Walk the grounds, and place each key with the appropriate Founder, and the spell will be undone. When Sardanus is free, join me at the center of the glyph. She will emerge, and I shall make my stand. Good luck. Weakening. Only one more key remains. I can feel the harmonies of the spell glyph unraveling. She is coming, Savant. Be ready. Why does she not reveal us? No. Stay back. It's you must. Ah!
For so long, I have anticipated this moment. To savor the sweet taste of freedom, and to destroy the legacy of those that imprisoned me. And I owe it all to you. From the beginning, you've played your part with a bright perfection. Each step in harmony with my will. Fool. So much potential. It is a pity I have to kill you now.
What did you do to the Archsage?
Archsage. What silly titles you children use. That wretch would have been a servant in the Dark Imperium. But rest assured, he is safe now. Deep within the very same spell that bound me. And he will rot there for all eternity.
Must this end with bloodshed?
Of course it must. I've spent the last 7 centuries locked within a prison spell, forged from these very stones. I cannot step backward in time and visit my vengeance on those who put me here, but I can destroy their legacy. The Scholia Arcana will not survive the hour. You are...
Use. 30,891 XP. Mainly because I use my greater experience potion on that.
You have done what no other member of our order could. You have faced Ciara Sedanus and emerged victorious. After your trial of initiation, Jubal Calidus gave this to me. I realize now he meant for you to have it upon his death. The Scholia Arcana owes you everything, and are now yours to command, Archsage.
Scholia Arcana, bronze trophy achieved. Received the Archsage's key, among other things, blah blah blah.
With Savant Engar indisposed, running the day-to-day affairs of the chapter has fallen to me. The city's facilities are suitable for our use, and certain parts of it are not without their charms. In moments of solitude, I wonder, with recent events plaguing our mages so, will we survive these coming times?
Good evening.
Quest complete, Revelation. You have no active quests at this time. Cool. Plus 15% fire damage, ice damage, lightning damage, plus 30 mana, minus 10 mana cost. Interesting. Damn, so that's 25% basically. And the different type of damages I can do for that, and then plus 25 mana, and then plus 30 mana, so that's 55. Minus 10 mana cost, minus 9 mana cost. Interesting. Cool. Too bad I won't use any of it, but cool. Alright, now that quest line's done. So I got the the thieves type guild basically done. I got the Court of Summer done, and I got this done. Now I need the Court of Winter, and I think that's it. Can I fast travel from here? Doubt it, but we'll see. There's Cattle Rock. Can't fast travel from here. Thought so. Theater. Yeah, I didn't get much sleep there. Oh my god. Can I rock, please? Can I go here now? Yes. Thank you. Gonna put some of this stuff in the chest. Then I'm gonna fast travel to that thing there for the main quest storyline. go. Let's see. Place. I guess place. Oh, crap. Place one on. 290 out of 300. Oof. So what I'm gonna do is no yawning. Yeah, no, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. I went to bed at like close to 5. Woke up at like 11. Usually I would go to bed or go to sleep until like at least 1 o'clock till maybe 2:30 my time in the afternoon. But no, so I feel like crap right now. Theater. Go here, go to that dude's shop, sell the stuff here. From my junk inventory.
Items of power. Mages worth their salt. Buy from Leogryphs.
Ah, yes. Now I get the bug.
Every serious student shops at Leogryphs. A pleasure on those rare and potent marvels on a magic's mistress and so on. Mages worth their salt. Buy from Lyria's city. Magic. To be honest, so long. Every serious student shops at Leogryphs. So long. Curios, clasps, staves, and robes, all of the highest quality. So long. Curios, clasps, staves, and robes.
Finally. Sell junk. How much money? 35 junk items for 27,844 gold. Oof. That's quite a bit.
all of the highest quality. So long.
Alright. Some fast travel here. Then surrounded by footholds. Defensive strategy can keep you alive. Hold on to block most enemy attacks. Now loading. Oh my god. Blah 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 blah. Let's go. Figure out what to have for supper tonight.
Hello again. It's you. I've got a feeling you pocketed that amulet for yourself, friend. Fine move, very crafty. But bad acts catch up to folks. I'm a perfect example. Bye.
Guys walking around bleeding. I feel like I want to discover the hidden object. And the junk went on. Blue Bear Tavern. Okay.
Yes?
Alright. Save game. 3:30. Wow. Oh boy. $95 hours put into the game. It's crazy. Some of it is probably me just sitting around talking and stuff, but I mean, that's a way smaller amount of time than, you know, than it's actually me playing. So yeah. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna end things here. I'm just too blah. My brain feels like a potato. I'm so tired. I'm just gonna call it here. I'm gonna be picking up tomorrow for part 25. So I want to thank Mama Pizza for coming in, Kissa for popping in, Joe for popping in, and anybody else who has come in and lurked for watching. I greatly appreciate the lurk, because that, you know, it too is supporting my channel. And yeah, it feels weird to come back to Kingdoms of Amalur after a month of checking out other games. But yeah, oh, that's weird. Music just randomly cuts out. Anyway, I guess silence is golden. That was a nice little tune though. But anyway, yeah, am I missing anything? For those who are watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. I'll see you all for the next video. And, yeah, nothing's gonna stop me from playing this, let me rephrase that again. Nothing else I'm pretty sure is gonna pop up to keep this Let's Play on pause, like the PS Now. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Hi! You're still sweeping? Really? You had I was gone for a month and this place is still dirty? I think you're just pushing that dust around the room. I don't think you're actually... You don't even have a dustpan. You don't even have a dustpan. I see you at that... You just want me to check out your booty. That's why you came over here. Well played, lady. Well played. But I got a wife back at my island. She's a Liberian, you see? Okay, you got a nice booty. You could be my second wife.
Hi.
Yes, hi to you too. Yes, Mama Pizza. Boobies.